bringing you commentary you can use. This is going to be a quick live. I had to run to the farmers market really quick and pick up some things. But listen, y'all, I want to ask the question: Are food shortages being planned? And the reason why I say that is, y'all know on the channel I've been talking about food shortages, water shortages, all different topics concerning the current times that we're living in. Who would have ever thought that we would have been living in times where, for example, just to name one example, that there was a who would have ever thought we would be living in times where there was a baby formula shortage. But here's the point I want to make, y'all. As I have been doing my research, getting more information, there's growing concerns and speculation that food shortages, you know, may be planned. Now, right here on the channel, we've had conversations before where, there have been reports that allegedly farmers have been paid to destroy their crops, you know, things of that nature. But more recently, I have been learning that, you all know, I've even reported it here on the channel, about the global food shortages that they're talking about. You all have heard me mention the World Economic Forum and how, a certain group of people, who some would call elites, they have been referred to as elites. They have come together, and they have been discussing some of their concerns and, what they consider possible solutions. And hello, everyone tuning in now live. Thank you all so much for your support. This is going to be a quick live, but make sure you watch it because I'm sharing information that you need to know. So, these, different people came together with the World Economic Forum, and they've been discussing different concerns, and one of them is actually hunger. And just from my research, I'm learning that some of these countries allegedly, they have planned the food shortages, wheat shortages. These things are being planned allegedly, because they want to use, and this is so sad, y'all, but the concern is that they're using hunger as a way to hunger and what they call solutions to hunger. For example, the government providing food to its people. They're using that as a tool to be able to control people. There's a quote by Henry Kissinger, I believe is his name. So I want to ask the question, do you believe that's what we're seeing happen? Do you think that they're using food and food shortages, food crisis? Do you think they're using that as a tool to be able to control people? I just want to give y'all something to think about. Yeah, someone in the chat, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Someone in the chat mentioned the sanctions that are going on with Russia. In some cases in my research, I'm even seeing where that is planned out. So, I want to, make you aware that, hey, a lot of reports, are pointing to the fact that, hey, this is being planned out. And so, now that we know this information, as I continue to encourage you all, even myself, I'm taking my own advice, and you don't have to, wait on me to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing. But what I'm trying to say is, as much as possible, we need to be getting prepared, growing our own food, learning new skills. I'm going to be picking up, my plan is to learn some new skills and, reading books. We can't rely, I know, we live in a digital era. Some of us, like myself, we didn't grow up in the digital era, but we got to get back to reading books. What if it comes a time, and this has happened in some countries. I'm going to be bringing you some information about what's going on in the country of Iran, but in some places they have disconnected their people from the internet. I don't think y'all heard me. In some countries, they are disconnecting their people from the internet. Why? I don't know if it's because they don't want them to research what's going on or find out what's going on, to make other people around the world aware. I'm not exactly sure. I'm picking out, so y'all see me keep looking, I'm picking out, trying to pick out some good bags of, or some good lettuce. But yeah, y'all, as much as possible, we got to get prepared. What are your thoughts on that? Um, it's a terrible thing, and I know that a lot of times we're conditioned to believe that, the government is on our side. They have, our best interests in mind, but a lot of people are starting to realize more and more and more, especially during, the pandemic, that doesn't seem like that's always the case. How is it that you can, take someone's job away, their livelihood away, their means of providing for themselves and their family? How can you just take that away just because they don't want to get a certain thing? You all know what I'm talking about, right? We've talked about it here on the channel before, so I just want to ask the question and also make you all aware that, there are some reports that this is planned out. I did some research, on the continent of Africa. I'm seeing that Africa, which was also a topic of concern at the World Economic Forum, but I'm seeing that Africa, it seems like Africa is at the forefront of them saying, hey, the people that are going to be the most impacted by the food shortages are the people of Africa. And I said, well, why is that the case? Why, every time there's a disease or illness or something, why do they always try to make black people or Africans, why do they always try to make them look weak? So I did some research and I found out, I believe it's called the Berlin Conference, I think. This happened back in the, I believe, 1800s. I'm going to do a video about this, but I was shocked to learn that there was a plan in place many, many years ago to divide the continent of Africa and its resources. So I'm even asking the question with that, you know, are they using famine and food crisis to divide and conquer nations, to control resources? That way I can really go in depth with you. I got to hurry up and get out of here. Um, Thank you all so much for tuning in. Just reading the comments quickly. Let's see. Okay. Blacks for royalty and their faces all over coats of arms. We will have difficult times, but this is because the world they built is going down. We just happen to be here this time. You know, I believe that, you know, we are the native people of the land, this land, many lands. So, I have a lot of questions, but I'm going to go in detail more in another live. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I got to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for subscribing to Andrea Speaks TV. Even if you haven't subscribed yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. You all see me. I'm right out here. I've been live here at the farmers market several times. I take you all with me just to give you, a first-hand account of what's going on. So again, I appreciate you all so much. Feel free to leave some comments if you're watching now live or by replay. I would like to know your thoughts. Again, do you believe our food shortages being planned? Or do you think this is by coincidence? This just happened to, all the chips just happened to fall in line this way. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll be back live soon right here on Andrea Speaks TV. Take care, y'all.